There is one qualifying race set for this Tuesday night here in Summerside. They're on the gate. Quick Glance now gets Jacob Sweet driving. Kelly's Kira, Kenny Murphy, Pineapple Express, Willie McKay, and Western Delight, Corey McPherson. Here they come. And there they go. Off-end pacing, Pineapple Express the first one out. Western Delight will get to the turn second. Third one towards the rail is Quick Glance. And then from the outside, Kelly's Kira is the trailer fourth. They arrive at the first eighth. It's Pineapple Express and Willie McKay on the early lead as they go to the quarter. Second is Western Delight, then racing from third. That is Quick Glance, and off stride at the back. That is Kelly's Kira. So the first quarter goes to Pineapple Express, who leads Western Delight in the two-hole. Starting to close in third is Quick Glance, and then fourth is Kelly's Kira. They roll to the quarter in 30 and 2 as they round the paddock turn for the first time. They arrive at 3/8 for Pineapple Express, the fraction center. Western Delight in the two-hole. Out of the turn in third is Quick Glance. Kelly's Kira trailing this field fourth. They're at the midway point in this qualifying non-wagering race, and Pineapple Express has the field halfway home. Racing from second, that is Western Delight. Third is Quick Glance, and Kelly's Kira, the trailer fourth. So they got a comfortable half mile of 103. They just went 32 and 3 in the second stanza. With 3/8 left to go, we'll have a new leader. Western Delight takes top spot going to three quarters. Pineapple Express now is second. Quick Glance back into third. Off stride fourth. That is Kelly's Kira. So the three quarters are there now. And that's Western Delight now out in front. It's by 2 open on Pineapple Express. Quick Glance has dropped back to third. And the trailer, after another miscue, Kelly's Kira. 1:33 and 4 was the three-quarter time. And now they're headed down the home stretch with Western Delight the leader. Pineapple Express is second. Then in third, Quick Glance, Kelly's Kira fourth. So the qualifying non-wagering race goes to Western Delight and McPherson. Then Pineapple Express, Quick Glance, and Kelly's Kira. The time for the mile, 2:03 and 4. Results of the qualifier: Quick Glance third, Kelly's Kira fourth, Pineapple Express was second, Western Delight was the winner. 30 and 2, 103, 133 and 4, 203 and 4. In review, 3, 4, 2, 1. The only one that did not qualify, Kelly's Kira.
Mic check from the broadcast desk. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a mic check from the broadcast desk. Somebody from the production room, contact me on the broadcast desk, please. Somebody in the production room.
Here they come. Post time. Deep stretch now. Shut the camera up.
Broadcasting live from Prince Edward Island, this is Race Day.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Red Shores at the Summerside Raceway for a Tuesday night. 13 dashes on tap for you here tonight. I'm your host, Rocky Skirman, along with Vance Cameron. We will bring you all the action on this action-packed harness racing card tonight. Race number 12 is our feature. 5 horses going behind the Red Shore starting gate. From the rail, Coast to Coast Shark with Jacob Sweet. Sobble Attack from post 2 with Kenny Murphy. Melody Maker leaves 3 with Adam Murner. Mr. Raleigh from 4 with Corey McPherson. And Middleton Terror post 5 with David Dowling in the bike, just coming off that 153-2 win on May 25th at Charlottetown. Before we get to more action here in the second pregame, let's go upstairs to the man who will call all the action tonight with the program and equipment changes. Here is Mr. Vance Cameron. Vance?
Thank you, Rocky, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Red Shores at the Summerside Raceway for tonight's racing program. It's event number 3 of the meeting. Fast track conditions, 13 degrees Celsius the temperature at this time in Summerside. The track condition is rated by the officiating members from the Atlantic Province's Harness Racing Commission. Tonight, the senior judge, Mr. Derek Follen. The associate judges are Mr. Gary Devine and Mr. Derek Quinn. Now here tonight's program and equipment changes, and the first change goes in race number 4. In the 4th race, number 5, Tobin's Future, will go from blind to blinkers. Turning over to race number 5, featuring the first of 2 super high fives. In the 5th race, number 2, Red Dirt Diamond, removing the Pelling Pacifier. Turning over to race number 6. The number 7 entry, Wild River Coyote, will go from an Italian side rein bit to a snaffle bit and removing the quarter boot. Final change on tonight's program is in race number 8. In the 8th race, number 5, Mockbook Pro, adding blinkers. That's going to wrap up the changes on tonight's 13 race presentation. Par Mutual windows are open and selling. Race 1 post time is set for 6 o'clock, leaving you 26 minutes to make your first race decisions.
Race Day Live continues from Summerside, Prince Edward Island. Welcome to our on-track and off-track customers. In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge that the land upon which we gather is unceded Mi'kmaq territory. Abogwed, Mi'kmaq is covered by the historic treaties of peace and friendship. We pay our respects to the indigenous Mi'kmaq people who have occupied this island for over 12,000 years, past, present, and future. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, if you are able, for the playing of our national anthem. Now, back to Race Day Live.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here on a Tuesday night at Red Shores at the Summerside Raceway. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman, along with Vance Cameron. He's in the booth calling all the action tonight. Just want to let you know, HPI Tuesdays, players from across Canada who spend $25 or more on Red Shores Summerside on Tuesdays for the month of June will receive 3% cash back, plus PEI players who spend $25 or more will receive 3% cash back and a chance to win a $500 account rebate. For the first time ever, PEI players can now earn points when they play the horses at Summerside and Charlottetown through hpibet.com. And we're going to have a look at race number 9 tonight. It's another good class of horses. 6 horses facing the Red Shores starting gate. Silver Spirit on the rail for Kenny Murphy. Almost There Boss. Post 2 with David Dowling. Now Showing leaves 3 with Corey McPherson. Hunger Pains from 4 with Brady Sweet. Howmack Maximus leaves 5 with Damien McClellan. And on the outside 6, Mr. Kelly with Adam Murner. If you can't join us live, make sure you tune in to Redshores.ca, our Red Shores YouTube channel, or at hpibet.com. Just a note, in the barn area, if you're looking to watch the races live tonight, turn to channel 67. There may be a little bit of a delay on track, but that is the channel tonight. In the barn area, channel 67. And don't forget to get in that aisle pick 5, low 15% takeout. Races 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, sponsored by the Prince Edward Island Harness Racing Industry Association. $2,000 guaranteed pool. And you'll see in race 1, I'm going with the 2, Nolan's Magic Shway, as is Backstretch Beat and the Classifiers Choice. Race 2, I'm going with the 2, Redland Miss Pretty. In race 3, the 5, Dunsan George. Race 4, I'm also going to the 5 in that race, which is Tobin's Future. And race 5, to close out my I'll Pick 5 ticket, going to the rail, Promise Me Later, and David Dowling. So those are our Pick 5, I'll Pick 5 tickets on your screen right now. And if you ever look at your in-house monitors for the upcoming opener, you'll see I'm going with a 2-1-5. Backstretch Beat likes 2-3-1. And the Classifier's Choice is 2-5-1 in tonight's opener in 8 minutes.
First race on the track for Post Parade. Number 1 is Woodmere Expedie, owned by the Wild Ride Stable of Kensington, trained by Joe Baxter. Tonight, Miles Heffernan. Nolan's Magic Shway 2 is owned by Dale and Ronnie Rennie Incorporated and Melissa Rennie. Melissa does the training out of Murner Drives. Brookdale Gym 3 is owned by Douglas and Doug Pauley of Amherst, Nova Scotia, trained by Phil Sizer, Corey McPherson. 4, Jester, owned and trained by Stanley Harper Jr. of Inverness, Nova Scotia. Damien McClellan drives. 5 is Midnight McNeil, owned by Chris Davies, Gregory Kirby, and Nathaniel Smith. Chris is the trainer tonight, Brent LeBlanc. Azure Beach, number 6, owned by Delta McCachran of Summerside, trained by Dwayne McCachran, David Dowling. 7 is Dylan Sam, owned by Alan Gregory of Charlottetown, and Tyson McDonald of Hazelbrook, trained by Alan Gregory, Kenny Murphy above the wheels. 4 minutes wagering time on race number 1. Welcome to Red Shores Summerside and the race day broadcast. This is the start of the I'll Pick 5 with the $2,000 guaranteed pool and the low 15% takeout. Rocky Skierman and the top contenders coming up next on race day.
Let's head out to the track for tonight's opener. First half of the daily double, Exactor, 20-cent Superfecta, Triactor. And it's the start of the I'll Pick 5 here in the opener. Landing on the 2, Nolan's Magic Sway. Very impressive qualifier at Charlottetown on May the 30th. Head post 4. Open length winner in 1:55 and 4. Closed it out in 28 seconds flat. Big mile there for Nolan's Magic Sway. Post 2 tonight with Adam Erner in the bike at 3-5. And there's a look at the rail sitter. That's Woodmere Expedia, 4-year-old brown gelding by Arthur Blue Chip for Wild Ride Stable of Kensington. Miles Heffron drives. Joe Baxter is the trainer. Last start was here May the 20th. Head post 3 was a winner, 1:59 and 4. Closed it out in 29 and 2. Kenny Murphy was in the bike. 10th start of the season that was. 20th career with his 3rd lifetime win. And he's on the rail tonight. Woodmere Expedia with Miles Heffernan. Right now, 9-2. And I'll mention Nolan's Magic Sway, owned by Dale and Ronnie Rennie Incorporated and Melissa Rennie. Melissa trains, and Adam Erner is in the bike tonight. Right now, they're at 1-9. And there we get a look at the 5. Midnight McNeil, 5-year-old bay gelding by Tobago Cays for Chris Davies and Greg Kirby and Nathaniel Smith. Christopher Davies trains. Brett LeBlanc will do the driving. Last start was here May 20th. Head post 3, finish 3. Race time 1:57 and 3. Closed it out in 28 and 4. That was his first start of the season. 25 starts last season, 2 wins, 1:56 and 3. New record taken right here at Summerside. Post 5 tonight for Midnight McNeil with Brett LeBlanc on the bike, 8-1. Let's have a quick look at the odds board for tonight's opener. Woodmere Expedia and on the rail for Miles Heffernan at 4-5, as is Nolan's Magic Sway. Post 2 with Adam Erner. Brookdale Jim leaves 3. Corey McPherson the bike at 13-1. From post 4 is Jetster with Damien McClellan at 18-1. Midnight McNeil 5 with Brett LeBlanc at 12-1. Azure Beach leaves 6 with David Dowling at 24-1. And the 7 Dylan Sam with Kenny Murphy at 19-1. That is your field for tonight's opener. Don't get shut out at the windows. Good luck with your selections. The countdown clock is in for tonight's opener, a field of 7. They are lining up in behind the Red Shore starting gate. Let's go upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Woodmere Expedia, Nolan's Magic Sway, Brookdale Jim Jetster, Midnight McNeil, Azure Beach, Dylan Sam, top of the stretch. Harness Racing lost one of their greatest fans with the passing of Mary Milligan. Oh, how she loves Summerside. Guaranteed she watches from above tonight. Post time. The rough and pacing Midnight McNeil's the first one out. Nolan's Magic Sway along the rail. Brookdale Jim will split them. Then a racing flop stride at the rail. Woodmere Expedia's on the run. Now dropping in fourth, that is Jester. Up fifth on the outside, Dylan Sam. Then in sixth, Azure Beach, and offside at the back is Woodmere Expedia. So Midnight McNeil will clear the lead. In line to Brett LeBlanc. Nolan's Magic Sway, and Murner says it's given go time on the front end. Here comes Nolan's Magic Sway to reclaim top spot. Midnight McNeil is second. Brookdale Jim third. They were 29 and 2 to the quarter. Racing fourth, that's Jester around the turn. Dylan Sam is fifth. Azure Beach sixth. Trailing seventh, Woodmere Expedia. Down the stretch they come, led by Nolan's Magic Sway and Adam Murner. They're halfway home in tonight's opener. Midnight McNeil is second. Brookdale Jim third. Jester fourth. There goes Dylan Sam to the outside fifth. Azure Beach is sixth. And a Woodmere Expedia seventh. They're at the half in 59 and 1/5. Around the turn they go, approaching on the 5/8. Nolan's Magic Sway will get them there. Midnight McNeil second. From the outside, Dylan Sam is taken over third. Brookdale Jim of the Rail fourth. Jester fifth. Azure Beach sixth. Offstride seventh. Woodmere Expedia. They're over to three quarters. Nolan's Magic Sway continuing to lead. Midnight McNeil second. Brookdale Jim third. Jester picks up fourth. Backpedaling fifth. That's Dylan Sam. 1:29 and 3 was the three quarters. Eighth of a mile out. And Nolan's Magic Sway bringing them on down the home stretch. Midnight McNeil second. Then third is Brookdale Jim on the wire. Here's Nolan's Magic Sway in line to Adam Murner. Midnight McNeil second. Brookdale Jim is third. And the time for the mile to open it up in 1:58.4.
Here comes the slow-mo replay for tonight's opener, brought to you by Universal Media. Nolan's Magic Sway went to the front to the quarter, 29 and 2. He let Midnight McNeil go and come back around the half up, 59 and 1, down to three quarters in 1:29 and 3. And as Kurt Hughes would say, Adam Murner sitting chilly in the bike in this one. It's all over. 1:58 and 4 the mile here tonight. Nolan's Magic Sway and Adam Murner, fourth lifetime win. First of the season tonight for Nolan's Magic Sway. In for second, Midnight McNeil with Brookdale Jim third. That's 2-5-3. Unofficially in the opener, we'll see Nolan's Magic Sway and Adam Murner back in the winner's circle next.
Nolan's Magic Sway is headed to the first race winner's circle. Bay Pacing gelding, the 5-year-old son of Peng Shui, is off the Largo Dam Meridian Magic. Owned by Dale and Ronnie Rennie Incorporated and Melissa Rennie. Bred by Barry and Reuben Martin of Nova Scotia. Trained by Melissa Rennie and driven to victory by Adam Werner. Time of the mile in 1:58.4. Nolan's Magic Sway in the Tuesday night opener at Summerside.
This race replay is brought to you by Symes Horse Transport. Based in Nova Scotia and with over 20 years of experience, Chucky Symes would welcome the opportunity to transport your horses when you need them moved. Operating 2 rigs, Symes Horse Transport offers safe, feasible, and timely trucking in Canada and the U.S. Symes Horse Transport is a commercially covered horse carrier. They also buy and sell horses. To book a stall and to get a quote, call or text 902-664-7086 or email st.symes@gmail.com. Good luck racing.
Now the official results in the first race: Woodmere Expedia was 7th, Nolan's Magic Sway, the race winner. Brookdale Jim was 3rd, Jester 4th, Midnight McNeil 2nd, Azure Beach was 6th. Dylan Sam finished 5th. They went 29-2, 59-1, 129-3, and the mile went 1:58.4. In review, it's 7-1-3, 4-2, 6-5. Nolan's Magic Sway returned 330. The Exactor $15.90, Triactor $55, Superfecta $29.61.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shore Summerside. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman, along with Vance Cameron in the booth, calling all the action on a Tuesday night here. Let's talk about HPI Tuesdays. Players from across Canada who spend $25 or more on Red Shore Summerside on Tuesdays for the month of June will receive 3% cash back, plus PEI players who spend $25 or more will receive 3% cash back and a chance to win a $500 account rebate for the first time ever. PEI players can now earn points when they play the horses at Summerside and Charlottetown through hpibet.com. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming second race. You'll see I'm going with a 2-1-3. Backstretch beat likes 1-2-3, as does the classifier 1-2-3 in tonight's second race in 6 minutes.
Roll with It Darling will lead the second race on parade, home by Shirlene O'Brien of Campbellton, trained by Devin Wallace, Corey McPherson driving. Redland Miss Pretty, number 2. The owners are Brian McGregor, Rebecca Blaisdell, and Howard Anderson, trained by Kyle Williams, David Dowling. Timberley Lady, number 3. Home of the Timberley Standardbreds of Rosebank, Jacob Sweet trains and drives. Roses for Jenny 4 is owned and trained by Alan McDonald of East Biddeford, Adam Murner. 5 is Showdown, owned by Windermere Farms of Springvale, trained by Earl Watts, Patrick Shepard drives. There's 4 minutes wagering time on the second race with no changes. Back down to Rocky with information on the Governor's Plate second chance draw.
Thank you, Vance. The Governor's Plate second chance draw is back at Red Shore Summerside for the month of June on live race days in Summerside. Customers can enter non-winning tickets into the designated ballot drum for a chance to win the grand prize, which includes 1 table of 4 at the West End Bar and Grill on Governor's Plate night, hotel stay at the Micro Hotel Inn and Suite Summerside, in-room welcome basket, 4 race programs and wagering vouchers, plus $500 cash. The grand prize draw is July 1st. Let's head out to the track for tonight's second race. Exactor. Note there's no show wagering in here. 20-cent superfecta triactor win in place. Landing on the 2, Redland Miss Pretty, 4-year-old bay mare by Source of Pride for Brian McGregor, Rebecca Blaisdell, and Howard Anderson. Kyle Williams, the trainer. David Dowling in the driver's seat. Started here May the 20th, head post 4 and finished 5th. Race time 2 minutes, 1/5, coming off that win in the qualifier of 2 minutes flat. Last season, 18 starts, 11 times in the top 3 with 4 wins. Over $26,000 in the bank and a record of 157-2. Post 2 tonight for Redland Miss Pretty with David Dowling at 4-1. And there's a look at the rail sitter. Roll with It Darling, 3-year-old bay filly by Roll with It Harry for Shirlene O'Brien of Campbellton, Prince Edward Island. Devin Wallace trains. It's Corey McPherson in the driver's seat tonight. Started here on May the 26th. Had the rail. PEI Colt Stakes for $18,400. Finished third, just beat 2 lengths. Race timed 157-4. Closed it out in 29-3. Last season, 12 starts, had 2 wins, a record of 2 minutes 4/5 at Truro Raceway, and almost $12,000 in the bank. On the rail tonight, Roll with It Darling with Corey McPherson, your current choice on the board at 3-4. And there we get a look at the 3, Timberley Lady, 3-year-old bay filly by Pang Shui for Timberley Standardbreds of Rosebank, Prince Edward Island. Jacob Sweet, the trainer and driver, started here on May the 26th. PEI Colt Stakes for $18,400. Post 6, finished 6. Race timed 158-4. Closed it out in 30-4. Last season, 10 starts, had 2 wins. 7 times in the top 3. 159-1 record at Charlottetown and over $15,000 in the bank. Timberley Lady, post 3 with Jacob Sweet at 3-1. have a look at the odds board for the upcoming second race. Note there's no show wagering in here. Roll with it, Darling, on the rail with Corey McPherson at 8-5. Redland Miss Pretty, post 2 with David Dowling at 3-1. Timberly Lady leaves 3 with Jacob Sweet at 4-1. From post 4 is Roses for Jenny with Adam Erner at 6-1. And Showdown on the outside 5 with Patrick Shepard at 9-5. That's your field for the upcoming second race. Good luck with your selections. Countdown clock is in for tonight's second race, a field of 5. They are lining up in behind the Red Shores starting gate. Let's go back upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Roll with it, Darling. Redland Miss Pretty, Timberly Lady, Roses for Jenny, Showdown, top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing. Showdown was tardy at the start. There they go into the turn. Roll with it, Darling, and Redland Miss Pretty fire out. Third one, that is Timberly Lady. Then in fourth is Roses for Jenny. And Showdown is the early trailer in fifth. Off stride goes Timberly Lady on the inside. Up the backstretch, and it's Roll with it, Darling, and Corey McPherson out in front. Second is Redland Miss Pretty. Up into third, that's Roses for Jenny. Fourth is Showdown, and back down pacing is the trailer. That is Timberly Lady. On by the first quarter mile. Roll with it, Darley got them there in a solid 28-2. Racing from second is Redland Miss Pretty. Third at the rail, Roses for Jenny. Showdown is there fourth, followed by the trailer fifth is Timberly Lady. Down the stretch they come. They arrive at the opening half mile next and roll with it, Darling. Halfway home. Second is Redland Miss Pretty. Showdown is moving quickly third. Fourth is Roses for Jenny. Trailing fifth, that is Timberly Lady. 59-1 was the half mile. Just 30-4 in the second split. The leader at 5/8. Roll with it, Darling. Showdown, she was fancy stepping on the turn, but she's driving up now to challenge. Racing third in the pocket, Redland Miss Pretty. Then in fourth, it's Roses for Jenny, and the trailer, that is Timberly Lady. Showdown, the leader between horses. Roll with it, Darling, coming back on, and Redland Miss Pretty joining them now. 3 wide off of 3/4 of 129 flat, and Roll with it, Darling, coming back on at the rail. Showdown between horses. Redland Miss Pretty on the outside third. They're in deep. Stretch now. Showdown. Redland Miss Pretty. Roll with it, Darling, on the wire. Redland Miss Pretty and Dowling with Showdown second. Roll with it, Darling is third. The three of them right across the track in 1:59.3.
Here comes the slow-mo replay for tonight's second race. And we saw some action on the front. Roll with it, Darling got there 28-2. The half up 59-1. Coming to the half. Showdown on the move to press the issue to 3/4 in 129. And they battled. That's when David Dowling popped out with Redland Miss Pretty, went 3 wide, and they battled all the way around the turn. And they're going to battle all the way down to the wire here. 3 of them right across the track. But you can see Redland Miss Pretty's going to get a whisker in front here on the line with Showdown in there for second. Roll with it, Darling up for third. So we got a 2-5-1. Unofficially here in the second race, we're going to see Redland Miss Pretty and David Dowling back in that Woodmere Standard Bridge winner circle next.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a judge's inquiry now underway in the second race. Judge's inquiry. They're going to look at the conduct of the second race after the first eighth.
And here's a look at the inquiry in tonight's second race. You'll see what the judges are looking at right now, going to the 5/8. Judges' inquiry. Hold all tickets.
Results of the second race judge's inquiry, no violations. Good to go, Dave. No violations. There's Redland Miss Pretty going to the second race winner's circle. Bay Pacing Mare 4 by Source of Pride of the Bettor's Delight Dam, Woodmere Nora, owned by Brian McGregor of Nova Scotia, Rebecca Blaisdell of PEI, and Howard Anderson of Nova Scotia. Mare bred by Arnold Hagen of Bible Hill, Nova Scotia. She's trained by Kyle Williams. David Dowling picks up the winning drive. The mare has her fifth a lifetime victory tonight. It's 159-3. Redland Miss Pretty in the second. Here's the official results now in the second race. Roll with it, Darling third. Redland Miss Pretty, the race winner. Timberly Lady was fifth. Roses for Jenny fourth. Showdown finished second. Fractions were 28-2. 59-1. 129. And the mile 159-3. In review, 315-4-2. Redland Miss Pretty paid $4.30 to win. The exactor $19.30, triactor $35. Superfactor was $18.01. The early daily double valued at $9.30.
The Atlantic Regional Driving Championship presented by Standardbred Canada was held Saturday, May 25th at Redshores, Charlottetown. Redmond Doucette and runner-up David Dowling from our Atlantic Regional will move on to the National Driving Championship on July 5th at Three Rivers in Quebec. Congratulations, Red and David from Red Shores and Standardbred Canada. And we will slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming third race, field of six. I'm going with a 5-2-6 in here. Backstretch beat likes 4-5-3. And the classifier's choices 5-6-3 in tonight's third race in 7 minutes.
third race post parade, number 1, Roll with Reese, owned by Adam Murner, Wade McDonald, Tyler Link, and Jeremy Hoffman, trained by Melissa Rennie, Adam Murner driving. Love Party number 2, owned and trained by Blaine McKenna of Summerside, David Dowling. Three, Majestic Mason, owned by Steve Downey from Quispam, New Brunswick, trained by Ricky Armstrong, Norris Rogers up. 4, Starship Destiny, owned by Philip DeRoche, Vance McMillan, Leanne Moyer, and Abelette. Kyle DeRoche trains and drives. Number 5 is Dunsan George, owned by JD Racing Incorporated, Atlantic Racing George Group, trained by Nick Oates, Miles Heffernan. 6, Mr. William, owned by Suzanne McKeegan and Mike James, trained by Blaine McKenna, Corey McPherson. Only 3 minutes wagering time now on the third race. 3 to post. Visit the Red Shores Player Portal for race programs, top picks, race replays, driver and trainer stats, and more.
Let's head out to the track for tonight's third race. Exactor, 20-cent superfecta, triactor, win, place, and show wagering. Landing on the 5, Dunsan George. He's a 3-year-old bay gelding by Arthur Blue Chip for JD Racing Incorporated and Atlantic Racing George Group of Prince Edward Island. Nick Oakes trains. Miles Heffernan in the driver's seat. Nice start here last Sunday. Had post 4 in the PEI Colt Stakes for $9,100. Finished third. Race timed 1:57.2, closed it out in 29.3. Just his second start of the season. It was Sunday, third tonight. 8th lifetime start tonight for Dunsan George with Miles Heffernan. Right now, your current choice, 4 to 5. And there's a look at the 2, Love Party, part of the Blaine McKenna stable mates in here tonight. It's the first one, 3-year-old bay filly by Stag Party. For Blaine McKenna, he's the owner-trainer of Summerside. David Dowling looks to double up. He's in the driver's seat. Last start was a qualifier here last Sunday. Had post 3 and finished second. Race time 2:01. I'll say last Sunday, but May 26th, so not the Sunday just passed. 2:01 flat, closed it out in 30.2. Second lifetime start tonight for Love Party. Last year she had 1 start and was a winner. 2:02 flat maiden record right here at Summerside. Love Party leaving 2 tonight with David Dowling at 8 to 1. And there we get a look at the 6, Mr. William, 4-year-old bay gelding by Artspeak for Susan McKagan and Mike James. Blaine McKenna trains. Corey McPherson in the driver's seat. Last start was here May 20th. Had post 5, finished third, just beat a neck. Race time 2:02.2. Closed it out in 30 seconds flat. 5th lifetime start for Mr. William. Second this season. Post 6 tonight with Corey McPherson. Right now, good odds, 7 to 1. Countdown clock is in for tonight's third race. Field of maiden pacers, a field of 6. They're lining up in behind the Red Shore starting gate. Let's go back upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Roll with Reese, Love Party, Majestic Mason, Starship Destiny, Dunsan George, Mr. William, top of the stretch. They're ready for a start. The rough and pacing Love Party leaving out. Also leaving is Starship Destiny. Third one up the rail. Roll with Reese. Then Majestic Mason off stride. Dunsan George jumped it off. And he put a little confusion and interference into Mr. William in the early going. Up the backstretch for time 1. Love Party and David Dowling will show the way in the early going. Second, that is a Roll with Reese. Racing third is Majestic Mason. Now fourth is Starship Destiny. Into fifth goes Mr. William. And trailing the field, Dunsan George. There goes the inquiry sign. Third race under a judge's inquiry. Quarter mile up in 30. And 2/5 as they round the paddock turn in straight alignment, led by Love Party and Dowling. Second is Roll with Reese. Then in third, Majestic Mason. Fourth up the rail is Starship Destiny. Mr. William has fifth, and the trailer 6. That is Dunsan George. They're halfway home. Love Party, the midway point leader. Roll with Reese goes second. Majestic Mason continues third. The half mile in 1:02. Racing fourth is Starship Destiny. That is Dunsan George moving up fifth. Now the trailer is Mr. William. On past the 5/8, Love Party's out in front. Majestic Mason on the outside is second. Third up the rail, Roll with Reese. Moving into fourth from the outside is Dunsan George. Then fifth is Starship Destiny. On the outside 6, Mr. William. 3 in, and there's 3 out, and the 3/4 was completed in 1:33 and 2. Love Party and Dowling has had a good rating, 1/8 of a mile out. On the outside, Majestic Mason at the rail third. Roll with Reese. Down the stretch they come. Love Party trying to see it through. Roll with Reese at the rail. Majestic Mason getting to him here on the outside. Oh, it's tight on the line. Majestic Mason up against Love Party in a win picture. 2-0, 2-4. We do have a judge's inquiry underway. Retain your tickets in the third.
Get your 50-50 draw tickets. Lynn's up here right now in the oval. First call 50-50. Here comes a slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's third race. And we saw Love Party and David Dowling go to the front tonight. 30 and 2, the half up in 1:02, down to 3/4 in 1:33 and 2. And they're going to battle down the stretch here. You got Majestic Mason and Norris Rogers up on the outside. Love Party in between horses here. And they're battling to the wire in a photo finish, and we are under an inquiry here as well, and it's too tight to call here. It's not it is posted now. Majestic Mason on the line first, with Love Party in there for second. Roll with Reese third. 3-2-1 unofficially in the third race. Norris Rogers getting closer to 1,000 with Majestic Mason. They're going to the Woodmere Standard Bridge Winner Circle next.
The judge's inquiry involves the conduct of the third race after the start into the first turn.
And on your screen right now, you'll see the inquiry, what the judges are looking at. You're going to see Dunsan George go off stride here and cause confusion in the backfield here. That's the inquiry in race number 3. Hold all tickets.
Majestic Mason in the photo finish arrives at the third race winner's circle. Pacing Brown Gelding 3 by Arthur Blue Chip off the American Ideal Dam. Beautiful in Blue, a homebred of Steve Downey of Quiz Sis, New Brunswick, trained by Ricky Armstrong, and Norris Rogers will guide him to a maiden record tonight of 2:02 and 4. Majestic Mason upsets the third.
This race replay is brought to you by Windermere Farms. Windermere Farms is excited to add Keystone Velocity, sire of Jughead Winter, You Can Do It Blue Chip, to the 2024 Stallion lineup. He joins Malicious, whose offspring held down the highest sale average of the 2023 Atlantic Classic yearling sale, while siring the top-priced Atlantic Pacing filly and top-priced Atlantic sired yearling stud colt. Also joining the heavy-hitting lineup are Somewhere Fancy, Muscle Through It, and Source of Pride. Windermere Farms is unquestionably where Atlantic Canada's champion stallions call home.
Now the results of the third race judges' inquiry. 5 Dunsan George made the break on his own in the first turn, interfering with number 6 Mr. William, with the 6 finishing ahead of the 5. No placings required. Now the official results from the third race. Roll with Reese, third. Love Party was second. Majestic Mason, the race winner. Starship Destiny, fourth. Dunsan George was sixth. Mr. William finished fifth. Fractions of 30 and 2, 102. 133 and 2, and the mile 202 and 4. In review, 321, 465. Majestic Mason, 2180 to win. The exactor, 102.90. The triactor, 349.40. Superfecta, 160.17.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shores at the Summerside Raceway. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman, along with Vance Cameron in the booth, calling all the action. Let's talk about Red Shores bets. Red Shores is pleased to offer our players the I'll Pick 5 with a guaranteed pool on the first 5 races of our program. Players can also enjoy 2 super high fives and a late pick 4, all with the low industry takeout of 15%. For the first time ever, PEI players can now earn points when they play the horses at Summerside and Charlottetown through hpibet.com. And we'll roll the selections into the screen for the upcoming 4th race. I'm going with a 5-6-3 in here. Backstretch beat like 6-2-3, and the classifier's choice is 2-6-3. Note the bridle change on the 5, Tobin's Future, goes from blind to blinkers. They'll be on the track momentarily.
Levion Rose will lead the fourth race on post parade. On Leanne Moyer of Summerside. Kyle DeRoss trains and drives. Rock the Baby wears number 2, owned by Windermere Farms of Springvale, trained by Earl Watts, David Dowling. Kenny Murphy drives for trainer Joe Baxter. The owners are Joanne and Marion Stewart of Albany, 3 Better Than Glamour. Owned by Chris McKay, Taylor Doyle and Jordan McKay. Trained by Chris McKay, Taylor Doyle drives 4 Harlequin Romance. 5 Tobin's Future, owned by Jason Bigger and Robin Wilson of Muscush. Jason is the trainer, Corey McPherson up. Stone Beach Lily number 6, owned by Colin Shepard of Brackley Beach and Morgan Shepard of Brackley. Morgan trains, Colin does the driving. 3 minutes wagering time on the fourth race, just 3 to post time. Just a friendly reminder to our online and on-track players, the Red Shores Super High Five comes up in race number 5 and race number 13 tonight.
And there is a look at the win photo from tonight's third race. You'll see Majestic Mason just nipping Love Party by a nose on the line. That's a great photo by the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. Let's head out to the track for tonight's fourth race. Exactor, 20-cent Superfecta, Triactor, Win, Place, and Show Wagering. Landing on the 5, Tobin's Future, 4-year-old bay mare by Arthur Blue Chip for Jason Bigger and Robin Wilson of Muscush. Jason the trainer, Corey McPherson in the driver's seat. Note the bridle change from blind to blinkers. Last start was May 20th here. Head post 7, finished 3rd. Race time 1:59.3, closed it out in 29.2 last season. 27 starts, 16 times in the top 3 with 8 wins and a 157 record taken right here at Summerside. Over $18,000 in the bank. Tobin's Future from post 5 with Corey McPherson. Right now, your current choice at 7 to 5. And there's a look at the 6, Stone Beach Lily, 5-year-old bay mare by Stonebridge Terror for Colin Shepard, Brackley Beach, and Morgan Shepard of Brackley. Morgan Shepard now the trainer, Colin Shepard the driver. This mare moves into a new stable, qualified at Charlottetown May the 30th, had the rail and finished 4th. Race timed 1:57.2 and closed it out in 27.3, a very snappy last quarter. 5 starts on the season, does have a win early on, 2 minutes at Charlottetown on January the 20th. Last season, 27 starts, 14 times in the top 3 with 7 wins. Over $12,000 in the bank and a 156-4 record at Charlottetown. Stone Beach Lily looked sharp in that qualifier. Post 6 with Colin Shepard right now, 10 to 1. And there we get a look at the 3, Better Than Glamour, 6-year-old bay mare by Better Than Cheddar. For the Stewart girls, Joanne and Marion Stewart of Albany, Joe Baxter the trainer, and Kenny Murphy in the driver's seat. Started at Summerside here on May the 20th from post 5, finished 2, race timed 1:59 flat, closed it out in 29.2. Last season, 25 starts, 13 times in the top 3. Didn't win a race last season. Over $7,000 in the bank. Qualified 1:59.3 at Charlottetown. That'll change this season. Post 3 for Better Than Glamour with Kenny Murphy. 7 to 2. Let's have a look at the odds board for the upcoming fourth race with La Vie en Rose on the rail for Kyle Darache. No tickets sold. Rock the Baby post 2 with David Dowling at 2-5. Your current choice on the board. Better Than Glamour 3 with Kenny Murphy at 7-2. Harlequin Romance post 4 with Taylor Doyle in the bike. First start of the season, 12-1. Tobin's Future post 5 with Corey McPherson at 3-1. And the 6 Stone Beach Lily with Colin Shepard at 7-1. That's your field for the upcoming fourth race. Good luck with your selections. Countdown clock is in for tonight's fourth race, a field of 6, and they're lining up in behind that Red Shore starting gate. Let's go back upstairs to Vance Cameron.
La Vie en Rose, Rock the Baby, Better Than Glamour. Harlequin Romance, Tobin's Future, and Stone Beach Lily. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing, Rock the Baby firing to the front at the rail. La Vie en Rose. Third one is Better Than Glamour. Coming fourth as they make their way round the turn is Harlequin Romance. Then at the rail, fifth, Tobin's Future. And trailing the field, Stone Beach Lily. Up the backstretch they go. Rock the Baby and David Dowling on the lead going to the quarter. Better Than Glamour got away second. La Vie en Rose at the rail third. Harlequin Romance is tucked in fourth. Then racing fifth is Tobin's Future, trailing the field. Stone Beach Lily in sixth. On past the first quarter, Rock the Baby was there in 29-2, and she leads by 2.5. Better Than Glamour races second. There goes Harlequin Romance to the outside third. On the cones fourth, La Vie en Rose. There goes Tobin's Future to the outside fifth. And Stone Beach Lily sixth. Opening half mile is up next. Rock the Baby gets him there. Tobin's Future now up to challenge the leader. Harlequin Romance at the rail third. Stone Beach Lily gets into it fourth. That is La Vie en Rose fifth. Better Than Glamour has dropped out of it. 1 minute. 4 was the half mile by the 5/8, and Rock the Baby got a soft second quarter in. Here's Stone Beach Lily now to take over second. Third at the rail is Tobin's Future. Harlequin Romance fourth. La Vie en Rose fifth. Better Than Glamour has problems in the backfield. On past the 3/4, Rock the Baby got them there, and she was there in 1:29-2, 28-3 in the third quarter. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Rock the Baby up the rail. Stone Beach Lily to her outside. Tobin's Future third. Down the stretch they come. Rock the Baby almost there. Stone Beach Lily on the outside. Rock the Baby and Dowling all the way. Second is Stone Beach Lily. Third goes to Tobin's Future. And the time for the mile, 1:59-1.
Here comes the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's fourth race. Rock the Baby got to the front and got things her own way. 29-2, half up a minute 4/5, down to 3/4. There was some action as Stone Beach Lily came flying in the outside, 1:29-2, and they're going to battle down the stretch here. But Rock the Baby got the fractions her own way, 1:59-1 on the line here tonight. First win of 2024. 37th win career for Rock the Baby. Stone Beach Lily second, Tobin's Future third. 2-6-5 unofficially tonight in tonight's fourth race. We'll see Rock the Baby. David Dowling doubles up. They're going to the Woodmere Standardbridge winner circle in a moment.
David Dowling leads the country with that 393 driving percentage. Only going to get better in the early going here in Summerside tonight. Rock the Baby taking him into the fourth race winner's circle. She's a pacing brown mare 9 by Rockin' Image off the Ponderosa Dam. Yeah, baby. Owned by Windermere Farm to Springvale. Bred by Victory Hill Farm of Indiana. Trained by Earl Watts. David Dowling second winner for the double. Veteran mare on top at every call in 159-1. Rock the Baby in the David Dowling double in the fourth.
This race replay is brought to you by the new 1888 Lounge at Red Shores. The 1888 Lounge is perfect for your corporate meetings, parties, or presentations. Contact Rebecca in our Sales and Events Division for more information on the new 1888 Lounge upper level at Red Shores.
Here's the official results in the fourth race. Le'Veon Rose fifth. Rock the Baby the race winner. Better Than Glamour did not finish. Harlequin Romance fourth. Tobin's Future third. Stone Beach Lily finished second. Fractions of 29-2. 1 minute 4. 129-2. And the mile 159-1. In review, it's 5-1 did not finish. 4-3-2. Rock the Baby paid $350 to win. The Exactor $17.60, Triactor $52.60, and the Superfecta $19.24.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shores at Summerside Raceway on a Tuesday night. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman. Vance Cameron in the booth calling all the action. Let's talk about the Hoedown Live on Saturday, June the 15th. Park After Dark proudly presents the Hoedown Live at the Eastlink Centre. Join us Saturday, June 15th for a toe-tapping, knee-slapping good time, followed by an after-party with Lawrence Maxwell and the Good Old Boys. Tickets are $25 plus taxes and fees. For more details and tickets, go to eastlinkcenterpei.com. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming fifth race. Vance and I will be along with our Super High 5 ticket with the Vance Cam, presented by Results Advertising and Marketing. I'm going with a 135, backstretch beat likes 134, and the classifier's choice is 173 in tonight's fifth race in 6 minutes.
fifth race featuring the Super High Five. They're on the track set for the post parade. Number 1, Promise Me Later. Owned by Kingsley Walsh, Frank Balcom, and Sam Walsh. David Dowling trains and drives. Red Dirt Diamond number 2 is owned and trained by Dina Clough of New Haven. Brett Clough up. Thinking of Eddie number 3. Owned by Tyra Perry of Tignish and Brady Sweet of Springfield West. Brady trains and drives. James Raines number 4 is owned, trained, and driven by Jacob Sweet of Valeri. Big Harry Matthews number 5, owned by Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge, trained by Jennifer Doyle. Damian McClellan driving. Bad Boy Bookie wears number 6, Dana Sweet of Bloomfield Station, the owner, the trainer, and the driver. Princess Halo number 7, owned by Garth Cole of Kensington and Junior Baglow of Freetown. Garth is the trainer. Kenny Murphy drives. Number 8, Bet the Bull, owned by Martin Keffer from Elmwood, Ontario, trained by James Barlow. Robbie Chappell's in the sulky. Down to 3 minutes wagering time on race number 5, and Rocky, you and I are coming up with our selections in the first Super High Five of the night. We thank Results, Marketing and Advertising, and their continued presentation of the Vance Cam. And in the 5th, I'm on the rail like a lot of people with Promise Me Later in her first start on the season in the PEI Colt Stakes. Trainer Dowling had her ready as she wired the field, winning in 59-4. She gets that inside post again tonight. Really like her off the rail. I like 3, Thinking of Eddie, the free-legged filly in here. She was good in the PEI Colt Stakes as Brady Sweet put her on top at every call to win. Going to go to the 7, Princess Halo, in a couple of starts here in 2024. She has looked real well out of the Garth Cole barn with a 2nd and a 3rd. For 4th, I'm going to throw in the 4, James Raines, and my Super High 5 ticket lays on the 5, Big Harry Matthews in here. I'm going 1, 3, 7, 4, 5. Rocky, down to you and your choices.
Well, we guys spoke a little bit too soon last time we were on the booth here, buddy. I had that Super High 5, and then all of a sudden there was a little inquiry, and it took it away from me. But I did pick the right, order finish.
You already got the key, my friend. You're already in the club.
Yes, that's right. We got the same numbers, a little different order. Our exactor tickets are the same. I like the 1, Promise Me Later. David Dowling is hot tonight. I think he's going to win a few more races. For 2nd, the 3, Thinking of Eddie with Brady Sweet. David's got Promise Me Later on the rail. For 3rd, the 5, Big Harry Matthews. In for 4th, the 7, Princess Halo. And to wrap up my Super High 5, the 4, James Raines. So I like 1, 3, 5, 7, 4. Vance is going 1, 3, 7, 4, 5. Get in on the Super High 5. Let's have a look at the odds board for the upcoming 5th race. Super High 5, Exactor, Triactor, Win, Place, and Show Wagering. Full field of 8. Promise Me Later on the rail on your screen right now with David Dowling at 1 to 9. Red Dirt Diamond, Bridal Change, Take Off the Pelling Pacifier. Brett Clough on the bike at 29 to 1. Thinking of Eddie, Post 3 with Brady Sweet at 4 to 1. James Raines leaves 4 with Jacob Sweet at 16 to 1. Big Harry Matthews from Post 5 with Damian McClellan at 23 to 1. Bad Boy Boogie leaves 6. Dana Sweet in the bike at 29 to 1. Princess Halo. Number 7 with Kenny Murphy aboard at 21-1. And the 8, Bet the Bull with Robbie Chappell at 19-1. That's your field for the upcoming 5th race. Good luck with your selections. Just a reminder, we race here every Tuesday for the month of June, post times at 6 o'clock. Countdown clock is in for tonight's 5th race, a full field of 8. They're lining up in behind that Red Shore starting gate. Let's go back upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Promise Me Later, Red Dirt Diamond. Thinking of Eddie. James Raines, Big Harry Matthews, Bad Boy Boogie, Princess Halo. Bet the Bulls on the grandstand side, 5th race on the gate. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing, Princess Halo, Thinking of Eddie, Promise Me Later along the rail, leaving out. 4th one as they make their way round the turn is Red Dirt Diamond to get away 5th. Along the inside and rough gate it goes Red Dirt Diamond on the turn. Then back into 5th, that is James Raines. From the outside and racing 6th, Big Harry Matthews. 7th is Bad Boy Boogie, and trailing the field, Bet the Bull. They're over to the quarter, Thinking of Eddie for the chooch. Brady Sweet on by the quarter. 2nd is Princess Halo around the turn now. 3rd, Promise Me Later, 28. And 4 opened it up. Moving up to take over 4th, that's Big Harry Matthews. Red Dirt Diamond is 5th. James Raines now 6th. Bad Boy Boogie is 7th. Bet the Bull going to the outside in 8th. They approach the opening half mile next. And that's Thinking of Eddie halfway home. 2nd is Princess Halo. Promise Me Later edging to the outside 3rd. Big Harry Matthews is 4th. Red Dirt Diamond 5th. James Raines is 6th. Bet the Bull takes 7th, and now the trailer, Bad Boy Boogie, they're at the half, 58 and 3. Up the backstretch they go, led by Thinking of Eddie. Princess Halo is 2nd. Big Harry Matthews between them 3rd. Promise Me Later had trouble there. She drifted out 3 wide. Now racing from 5th. Down on the inside will go Bet the Bull. Racing 6th. By the 3/4, Bad Boy Boogie. The 3/4 up in 1:29 flat. Shade more than an 1/8 of a mile out. Thinking of Eddie trying to take them all the way. Princess Halo is 2nd. Now Big Harry Matthews 3rd. They're in deep stretch now. Thinking of Eddie. Princess Halo. Bet the Bull is there. It's Thinking of Eddie all the way for Brady Sweet. Tight on the line for 2nd. Princess Halo up against Bet the Bull in a place picture. 2 minutes flat. There goes the judges' inquiry sign now in race number 5. Judges' inquiry underway in the 5th. Retain your tickets.
Here comes the slow-mo replay for tonight's 5th race, brought to you by Universal Media. And Thinking of Eddie, the 3-year-old Free-legged Bay filly by Peng Shui with Brady Sweet goes to the front, 28-4, the half up, 58-3. Down to 3/4 in 1:29. There was some confusion in the backfield, and they're going to win here. That's 2 in a row. 2nd win from 3 starts this season. Thinking of Eddie, 2 minutes flat. You'll see on the line here. They're battling up for 2nd, and it is tight on the line here. Inquiry underway in tonight's 5th race. Hold all tickets, but we're going to see Thinking of Eddie and Brady Sweet back in the Woodmere Standard Bridge Winner's Circle in a moment.
Actually, we have two judges' inquiries now in race number 5. Two judges' inquiries in the fifth. The first one involves the conduct of the race at the opening eighth, and the second one involves the conduct during the stretch drive. Well, if you're going to be called the chooch, you got to put 'em on a choo-choo, and that's just what happened here in the fifth race as Thinking of Eddie arrives at the winner's circle. Bay Pacing Philly 3 by Peng Shui. Off the Ameripan Gigolo Dam, Papa was a gigolo. Owned by Tyra Perry of Tignish and Brady Sweet of Springfield West, bred by Michael Clary of Montague. Brady Sweet trains and drives. Philly goes all the way tonight in 2 minutes. Thinking of Eddie in the Super High Five.
And as you'll see on your in-house monitors right now, that's what the judges are looking at. Judges' inquiry going to the opening eighth. On your screen right now, that is the first judges' inquiry going to the opening eighth. And here's coming up on your screen right now the second judge's inquiry as they enter down the stretch here. This is the second judge's inquiry. Conduct of the race coming down the stretch, finishing.
The management and staff at Red Shores want your experience to be fun and entertaining. That is why we offer information on how our games work, tips to keep your gambling fun, and available community resources. For more information, please speak to one of our PlayWise advisors or stop by the PlayWise Information Center.
Now, here's the results of the two judges' inquiries. The inquiry involving the stretch drive, no violations. And the inquiry at the 8th pole, number 1 Promise Me Later made a break on her own, interfering with numbers 2, 4, 5, and 8. Promise Me Later finished 7th and will be placed 8th. Now, the official results in race 5, Promise Me Later finished 7th, was placed 8th for interference on a break. A Red Dirt Diamond finished 8th, was placed 7th. Thinking of Eddie, the race winner, James Raines was 6th. Big Harry Matthews 4th. Bad Boy Boogie finished 5th. Princess Halo was 2nd. Bet the Bull finished 3rd. Fractions went 28 and 4. 58 and 3, 129, and the mile in 2 minutes. In review after the placings, 8, 7, 1, 6, 4, 5, 2, 3. Thinking of Eddie paid $7.20. The exactor $132.20. Triactor honored the ticket 3-7 all at $171 and a super high five carryover.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shores at the Summerside Raceway. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman. Vance Cameron calling all the action. Just noticed $251 show ticket on Bet the Bull in that 5th race. Wow. Let's talk about HPI PEI. Red Shores is pleased to announce HPI rewards for PEI customers this season. You can now play Summerside and Charlottetown live racing and earn points. You can convert those points to cash or earn points for exciting offers coming soon. Sign up and play the horses through HPIBet.com and the new HPI Rewards program for Prince Edward Island. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming 6th race. I'm going with a 3-4-2 in here. Backstretch Beat's going to follow suit, 3-4-2. And the classifier's choice is 3-2-4 in the upcoming 6th race. Note the change in equipment on the 7 Wild River Coyote from an Italian side reining bit to a snaffle bit, also removes quarter boots.
Get Home Terry on the 6th race post parade, owned by Edgar Stewart and Tyler McDonald of Ellerslie. Edgar is the trainer. Brady Sweet drives. Nassau Hanover number 2 is owned by Brittany Dowling, Albert Hickox, and Claire Murphy. David Dowling trains and drives. Freeman's Legacy number 3, Jacob Sweet trains and drives for owner Mackenzie Arsenault of Alberton. Halmack Charmer number 4, owned by Doug Williams of Guelph, trained by Kyle Williams, Patrick Shepard up. Late Night Dealer wears number 5, owned by James Barlow. Nakia Bridges Barlow, Summerside. James does the training. Robbie Chappell aboard. Woodmere Bankroll number 6, owned by Nicholas LePage of Mount Jolie, Quebec, trained by Luke Armstrong. Norris Rogers. 7 is Wild River Coyote, owned by Corey and Laura Walsh of Springton, trained by Brian Walsh, Taylor Doyle, above the wheels. 3 minutes wagering time on race number 6. Windows closing in 3 minutes. The 56th edition of the Governor's Plate, presented by Summerside Chrysler Dodge, is Saturday, July 20th, with a new post time, 4 p.m.
The Governor's Plate is Summerside's race, crowning harness racing champions for over 50 years and making memories that last a lifetime.
Walter Simmons, it's your time! Bugsy McGuire wins Governor's Plate 52!
Be a part of something special this summer on Prince Edward Island. It all happens in July from Summerside PEI.
Time to dance in Mark Campbell! Time to dance in Governor's Plate 53!
The Governor's Plate, proudly presented by Summerside Chrysler Dodge. Go to Redshores.ca for more details.
Let's head out to the track for tonight's 6th race. Exactor, 20-cent Superfecta, Triactor, win, place, and show wagering. Landing on the 3, Freeman's Legacy, 3-year-old bay gelding by Peng Shui for Mackenzie Arsenault of Alberton. Jacob Sweet, the trainer and the driver. Started here May the 26th in the PEI Colt Stakes for $18,200. Post 6, finished 4th, race time 1:57.3. Closed it out in 28.2. 2-race winning streak before that, May the 11th at Charlottetown. Post 2, wire to wire, 1:57.2. Closed it out in 27 seconds flat. The start was, after that, was right here, May the 20th, had the rail. Wire to wire winner, new record, 1:57.1. Closed it out in 28.4. 14th lifetime start, 5th of the season for the 3. Freeman's Legacy with Jacob Sweet aboard. Right now, your current choice at 1-4. And there's a look at the 4, Halmack Charmer, 4-year-old bay gelding by Malicious for Doug Williams of Guelph, Ontario. Kyle Williams is now the trainer, and Patrick Shepard will do the driving. Qualified here May 26th from post 6, was a winner, 2 minutes 4/5, closed it out in 30-1. Last season, 18 starts, 8 times in the top 3 with 3 wins and a 1:56.3 record taken at Charlottetown. Post 4 tonight for Halmack Charmer and Patrick Shepard. Right now, 3-1. And there we get a look at the 2, Nassau Hanover, 5-year-old bay horse by Sports Writer for Brittany Dowling, Albert Hickox, and Claire Murphy. David Dowling trains and drives. Last start was here May the 20th. Had post 2 and finished 3rd. Race time 2 minutes flat. Closed it out in 31-4. 6 lifetime wins from 78 tries. Looking for the first one of 2024. Nassau Hanover from post 2. David Dowling's hot tonight. He's got 2 wins. Looking for a 3rd. Right now, 9-1. Countdown clock is in for tonight's 6th race, a field of 7. They're moving up to the Red Shore starting gate. Let's go back upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Get Home Terry, Nassau Hanover, Freeman's Legacy, Hamac Charmer, Late Night Dealer, Woodmere Bankroll, and Wild River Coyote, top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing, Hamac Charmers leaving out between horses. That is Freeman's Legacy, and up the rail, Nassau Hanover. Rounding the turn, 4th is Get Home Terry. Late Night Dealer got away 5th. Back into 6th is Woodmere Bankroll, and the trailer, Wild River Coyote. Their quarter pole bound. Freeman's Legacy. The 1-9 chalk is on the engine for Jacob Sweet. 2nd is Hamac Charmer. Back into 3rd, Nassau Hanover. 4th on the cones is Get Home Terry. Late Night Dealer goes 5th. Woodmere Bankroll 6th, and Wild River Coyote is 7th. On by the first quarter, and they were there 29 and 2. Straight alignment around the paddock turn, and on the point, Freeman's Legacy, the fraction setter. Right there is Hamac Charmer 2nd. Nassau Hanover coming out of the turn 3rd. Get Home Terry up the rail 4th. Late Night Dealer edged out of 5th. Then it's Woodmere Bankroll 6th, and the trailer is Wild River Coyote. Halfway home in the 6th, Freeman's Legacy is the midway point leader. In the 2-hole, Hamac Charmer, 59 and 2 was the half. Nassau Hanover on the turn 3rd. Late Night Dealer is underway to pick up 4th on the outside. 5th up the rail is Get Home Terry. Woodmere Bankroll on the outside 6th. Trailing 7th, Wild River Coyote. 3/4 coming next. Freeman's Legacy by 2. 2nd is Hamac Charmer. Nassau Hanover well off the leaders 3rd. Late Night Dealer 4th. 3/4 in 1. 28 and 3. Arriving up the 7/8. Freeman's Legacy by 2. Hamac Charmer is 2nd. The rest of them are way out of it here. Deep in the stretch. Freeman's Legacy looking to deliver. Hamac Charmer on the outside. Freeman's Legacy will get there for Jacob Sweet. 2nd is Hamac Charmer. Late Night Dealer rallied up for 3rd. 1:57.4.
Here comes a slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's 6th race. Freeman's Legacy, as expected, went to the front. 29-2, the half up in 59-2. Down to 3/4 in 1:28-3. And as a winner here tonight for the 3rd time this season, 5th career, 1:57.4. Jacob Sweet was in the bike. Hamac Charmer is going to get in there for 2nd. Late Night Dealer rallies up in there for 3rd. So we have 3, 4, 5. Unofficially in tonight's 6th race, we're going to see Freeman's Legacy and Jacob Sweet back in the Woodmere Standard Bridge winner circle next.
Freeman's Legacy delivers here in the sixth race. He's going to the winner's circle. Bay pacing gelding. He's 3 by Peng Shui. Off the Stonebridge Terror Dam. Camp Code Terra. Owned by Mackenzie Arsenault of Alberton. Bred by Blair Campbell from Darlington, PEI. Jacob Sweet, training and driving. Put the colt on top. At every call, the colt gets his 5th lifetime victory on this night. The mile 157-4. Freeman's Legacy in the 6th.
This race replay on Channel 2 on your in-house monitor is brought to you by Syntrack Print and Graphic Inc. Mention this ad and receive $20 off your first order of 500 or more full-color business cards. Syntrack, 59 Watts Avenue in the Business Park.
Now the official results in race 6. Get Home Terry 5th. Nassau Hanover 4th. Freeman's Legacy the race winner. Halmack Charmer finished 2nd. Late Night Dealer 3rd. Woodmere Bankroll was 7th. Wild River Coyote finished 6th. Fractions went 29-2, 59-2, 128-3, and the mile 157-4. In review, it's 5-4-1, 2-3, 7-6. Freeman's Legacy paid $210. The exactor $410, the triactor $23, superfecta $568.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shore Summerside. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman. Vance Cameron calling all the action in the booth. Let's talk about Go for the Green. Go for the Green is back at Red Shore Charlottetown from June the 1st to July 14th. Rewards Club members can swipe their cards daily for a chance to win up to $50,000. Additional prizes include a $250 golf PEI card, Red Shores racing experience, and more. Visit Redshores.ca for more details. Let's slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming 7th race, a full field of 8. Landing on the 7 in here, I am. That's Rocca's Ball with David Dowling. 7-3-6 for me. Backstretch beat 7-4-6. Classifiers choice is also 7-4-6 in tonight's 7th race in 6 minutes.
seventh race post parade, LaVion Bell wears number 1 over Leanne Moyer of Summerside. Kyle DeRoche trains and drives. 2 Sugar Roll owned by Ryan and Everett McLeod of Surrey, trained by Nick Oakes. Adam Murner. Funny number 3 is owned by Suzanne McKeegan of Albert Bridge, Nova Scotia, trained by Blaine McKenna. Brady Sweet drives. Brookdale Ellie number 4, owned by Douglas and Doug Pauly of Amherst, Nova Scotia, trained by Phil Sizer. Corey McPherson drives. Oh My Beautiful Daisy number 5, owned by JD Racing Incorporated, Atlantic Racing Daisy Group, trained by Nick Oakes. Miles Heffernan. It's All Good number 6, owned by Colleen Chappell of Bredalbin and Dwayne Pike of Summerside. Colleen does the conditioning. Kenny Murphy up. Roca's Ball number 7, owned by Randy Phillips of St. John, New Brunswick, trained by Earl Watts. David Dowling. Number 8 is Little Stituous, owned by Jennifer Ritchie of Kingston, New Brunswick. Donnie Milligan is the trainer. Patrick Shepard does the driving. 4 minutes wagering time on race number 7. Windows closing in 4. Rocky returns with details on the Cecil Ladner Memorial set for Saturday, June 15th.
Cecil Ladner Memorial is scheduled for Saturday, June 15th at Redshores, Charlottetown. The race is in memory of Ladner, who played a significant role in the harness racing industry on Prince Edward Island. The Cecil Ladner Memorial is the first date in the Atlantic Invitational Series Road to the Premier's Cup. Let's head out to the track for tonight's 7th race. Exactor, 20-cent superfecta, triactor, win, place, and show wagering. Landing on the 7, Roca's Ball. 3-year-old Bay Filly by Huntsville for Randy Phillips of St. John, New Brunswick. Earl Watts, the trainer. David Dowling in the driver's seat looking for a triple here tonight. Last start was May 16th at Charlottetown. Had the rail and finished 5th. Race time 1:59.4. Closed it out in 30.2. Second start of the season, 4th career for Roca's Ball. Post 7 with David Dowling aboard. Your current choice at even money. And for you long shot players, put in the 3 Funny, 3-year-old Bay Filly by He's Watching for Susan McKagan of Albert Bridge, Nova Scotia. Blaine McKenna is the trainer, and Brady Sweet will do the driving tonight. Qualified here May the 20th from post 5. Got interfered with leaving. Finished 5th. Race time 2:04.4. Closed it out in 29.4 for Norris Rogers. First lifetime start for the 3 Funny with Brady Sweet. Right now 12-1. And there we get a look at the 6. It's All Good. 3-year-old Bay Filly by Pang Shui for Colleen Chappell and Wayne Pike. Colleen the trainer. Kenny Murphy will do the driving. First start, PEI Coal Stakes, May 26 for $9,200. Post 7, finish 7, race time 2:02 flat, closed it out in 30 seconds flat. Second lifetime start for this 3-year-old filly by Peng Shui. It's All Good. Post 6 with Mr. Murphy at 13-1. Let's have a quick look at the odds board for the upcoming 7th race. Full field of 8. Fillies and mares. Maiden class here. Le'Veon Bell on the rail for Kyle Darash at 57-1. Sugar Roll, post 2 with Adam Erner at 9-1 on your screen right now. Funay from post 3 with Brady Sweet at 6-1. Brookdale Ellie from post 4 with Corey McPherson at 6-1. The 5, Oh My Beautiful Daisy with Miles Heffron on the bike, 99.99 on the board. The 6, It's All Good with Kenny Murphy at 12-1. Raucous Ball from post 7 with David Dowling at 2-5. And post 8 on the outside is Little Stitious with Patrick Shepard at 7-2. That is your field for the upcoming 7th race. Good luck with your selections. Countdown clock is in for tonight's 7th race. We got a mare and 7 3-year-old fillies. They're moving up in behind the Red Shore starting gate. Let's go back upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Le'Veon Bell, Sugar Roll, Funay, Brookdale Ellie, Oh My Beautiful Daisy, It's All Good, Roker's Ball, Little Stitches on the outside, top of the stretch. Here they come. And away they go. Up and pacing Le'Veon Bell at the rail, leading them out. Sugar Roll is second. Third one into the turn is Brookdale Ellie. To get away fourth along the inside is Funay. Outside in fifth, It's All Good. Moving up sixth from the outside is Roker's Ball. Then in seventh, Oh My Beautiful Daisy. And the trailer, Little Stitchius. Up the backstretch they go. And here comes Sugar Roll onto the lead for Murner. Second is Le'Veon Bell. Roker's Ball's going to keep coming on the outside. Third and moving up. Fourth towards the rail is Brookdale Ellie. Then in fifth, It's All Good. 30 seconds flat was the opening quarter. And here comes a new leader. Roker's Ball and David Dowling take over as they arrive at the 3/8. Racing from second is Sugar Roll. Then in third, that is Le'Veon Bell. They're on the move in the outside fourth. And driving up is Little Stitchius. And moving out of the 2-hole is Sugar Roll to retake the lead at the half. Up and after that leader is Little Stitchius. Now at the rail third is Roker's Ball. Fourth on the outside, Brookdale Ellie is underway. 101 and 1 the half. Racing from fifth, Le'Veon Bell. It's All Good is sixth. Seventh around the turn from the outside is Funay. And at the rail, that's Oh My Beautiful Daisy. The 3/4 coming next. Sugar Roll still the leader. From the outside, Little Stitchius is second. Third towards the rail, Roker's Ball. Fourth on the outside, that's Brookdale Ellie. Now in fifth from the outside, It's All Good. Racing sixth on the rail, Le'Veon Bell. The 3/4 in 1, 31 and 3. She's more than an eighth of a mile out. And that's Sugar Roll turning home. Second is Little Stitchius. Funay on the far outside. Up between horses, Brookdale Ellie. Down the stretch, Sugar Roll and Murner on the line next. Here's Sugar Roll to double up Adam Murner. From out of the clouds, Funay rallied second. Little Stitchius was third. And the time for the mile in 2:03 and 1.
Here comes a slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's 7th race. We saw some give and go on the front end. Sugar Roll is there in 30 seconds flat and gave way to Roca's Ball, but then coming to the half, popped back out, the half in 1:01.1, and Sugar Roll retakes the lead, 3/4 1:31.3, and you'll see here, Sugar Roll is going to get a maiden record tonight of 2:03.1. Adam Murner doubles up. As Vance mentioned, out of the clouds, Funny in there for second. I had a hunch on her tonight, and she does get the deuce in there. In for third, that is the 8 Little Stitches. So we have 2, 3, 8 unofficially in tonight's 7th race. We'll see Sugar Roll with Adam Murner back in the Woodmere Standardbreds winner circle next.
Well, Murder got the chalk home to start us off on this Tuesday. Time for him to take a long shot winner into the winner's circle here in the 7th. That's number 2, Sugar Roll. Bay facing Philly 3 by Roll With It Harry. Off the Village Connection Dam, Sugar Booger. Owned by Ryan and Everett McLeod of Surrey, bred by Greg McKenzie of Nova Scotia. Now trained by Nick Oakes, and Adam Murder has his second winner in the double. The filly has a maiden record of 2:03.1. Sugar Roll upsets the 7th.
This race replay is brought to you by All Star Cresting, specializing in embroidery, screen print, promotional products, and on-site cresting featuring the newest technology, and one of the largest embroidery and screen printing departments in Atlantic Canada. For all your clothing and merchandise needs, email sales@allstarcresting.ca. At All Star Cresting, we got you covered.
Now the official results in race 7, Le'Veon Bell was 7th, Sugar Roll was the winner. Fun A finished 2nd, Brookdale Ellie 4th. Oh My Beautiful Daisy finished 8th. It's All Good was 5th. Oroka's Ball finished 6th. Little Stitches was 3rd. They went 30, 1:01.1, 1:31.3. And the mile in 2:03.1. In review, 7:12, 4:85.63. Sugar Roll, $36 to win. The exactor, $124.40. The triactor, $485.70. There is a superfecta carryover. Time to check your 50-50 draw tickets. Tonight valued at $272. And the winning number is 00152773. Tonight's 50-50 winning number for $272, 00152773. Good luck.
Welcome back to Red Shores Live here at Summerside Raceway. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman. Let's look at the economic impact. Who does one racehorse employ? The harness racing industry plays an important role in the economy of Prince Edward Island. Various jobs and positions are impacted by just one racehorse, including farmers, breeders, owners, and many others who live and work in our province. Our industry remains strong and continues to support and grow the local economy. And we'll roll the selections into the screen for the upcoming 8th race. Bridle change on the 5 Mockbook Pro from open to blinkers. I'm going with a 3-6-4, backstretch beat lights 2-1-3, and the classifier's choice is 3-6-1 in tonight's 8th race in 6 minutes.
Eighth race on the track for the parade. Number 1 is ATM Treasurer, owned by Carson Wilkie of Stratford, and Carson will make his training debut tonight out of Murder Drives. Arrived late, number 2 is owned by Robin Lajeunesse of Summerside, trained by Luke Armstrong, Kenny Murphy up. She's a Lover 3 is owned, trained, and driven by Robbie Chappell of Summerside. Ford Kid is owned by Brock McCachran and Jennifer Ritchie of Kingston, New Brunswick, trained by Wayne Watson, Norris Rogers. Five Mockbook Pro, owned by Paul Conway of Bonjaw and Zach Conway of Charlottetown. Paul is the conditioner and Zach will drive. 6 is Buddies and Virgins, owned by Ryan and Daryl Neal of Winslow. Daryl is the trainer, Ryan Neal in the driver's seat. There's 3 minutes wagering time on race number 8. Rocky is next with a look at the top contenders, but first the message from Northumberland Ferries.
Once upon a time, the ferry was the only way to visit Prince Edward Island. Some say it still is.
Let's head with the track for tonight's 8th race. Field of 6, Exactor, 20 cent Superfecta, Triactor, Win, Place, and Show Wagering. Landing on the 3 in here, She's a Lover, second start of the season. First one was May the 20th here. Head post 2 and finished 4th. Race time 2 minutes 3/5. Closed it out in 31-1. Last season, 6 starts, didn't hit the board. 10 wins lifetime for She's a Lover. Post 3 tonight with Robbie Chappell on the bike. Right now, your current choice set 9-5. And there's a look at the 6. Buddies and Virgins, 7-year-old brown gelding by Always a Virgin for Ryan and Daryl Neal of Winslow. Daryl Neal, the trainer. Ryan Neal will do the driving. Shout out to my little buddy from Gulf Shore, Tyler Neal. That's the son of Ryan Neal. He's watching tonight. Buddies and Virgins qualified May the 25th at Charlottetown. Ahead post 3. Finished second. Race time 2:01-1. Closed it out in 31-4 for Ryan Neal. 7th start of the season. Looking for the first win. That's Buddies and Virgins. Ryan Neal on the bike at 5-1. And there we get a look at the 4, Kit, 7-year-old brown mare by Big Jim. For Brock McCachran, Jennifer Ritchie of Kingston, New Brunswick. Wayne Watson now the trainer. Norris Rogers looks to double up tonight. He's in the driver's seat. This mare hasn't raced in 3 years, but the last qualifier was May 26th here. Head post 4 and finished 6th. Race time 2:03-2. Closed it out in 32-1. 50 lifetime starts. Does have 3 wins and a record of 155-3. At Woodbine Mohawk Park as a 3-year-old. Kit from post 4. Norris Rogers aboard. Your current choice at 3-2. Countdown clock is in for tonight's 8th race, a field of 6. They're moving up in behind the Red Shore starting gate. Let's go back upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
ATM Treasurer, arrived late, She's a Lover. Kit, Mockbrook Pro, Buddies and Virgins, top of the stretch. Ready for a start. Rough and Pacing, arrive late, will be the first one out. Second is Kit, She's a Lover. Third, ATM Treasure goes up the inside. Fourth, then around the turn. Fifth from the outside as they arrive at that opening 8th. That is Mockbrook Pro, and trailing the field, Buddies and Virgins arrive late. Out in front for Kenny Murphy, the lead 2.5. ATM Treasurer second, She's a Lover parked down and moving up third. Kit is fourth on the outside. Up the rail, fifth is Mockbrook Pro, trailing the field. Buddies and Virgins on by that opening quarter mile in 29 seconds flat. And the veteran arrived late for Kenny Murphy out in front by the 3-8. ATM Treasurer closed in second, dropping in third. That is She's a Lover. Kit is going to be out all the way fourth. And in fifth is Mockbrook Pro. Buddies and Virgins to the outside sixth. Halfway home here in the eighth. And Arrive Late is halfway home. Second is ATM Treasurer. She's a Lover into the turn third. The half, 59 and 1. Kit on the outside fourth. Mockbrook Pro at the rail fifth. Buddies and Virgins now swinging out three wide, and he's six. Up the backstretch they go, and Arrive Late is the leader. ATM Treasurer coming to the outside second. She's a Lover third. Up the rail fourth. That is Mockbrook Pro. Buddies and Virgins on the outside fifth, and now the trailer. That is Kit, and the 3/4 in 130 flat. ATM Treasurer takes over. Eighth of a mile out. Second from the outside is She's a Lover. Arrive Late at the rail third. Buddies and Virgins fourth. Down the stretch they come. ATM Treasurer. She's a Lover on the outside. Way wide. Buddies and Virgins to the wire they come. She's a Lover and Robbie Chappell in the final stride. ATM Treasurer was there second, and Buddies and Virgins closed in late. 2:02. Flat.
Here comes the slow-mo replay for tonight's 8th race, brought to you by Universal Media. And Robbie, other than your kids, you're probably your biggest fan tonight was me, because I was yelling for you all the way down the stretch to get up for me to get the job done here, and she does in this one, as we saw Arrive Late go to the front 29, the half up 59 and 1, down to 3/4 in 130, and they're going to battle to the line here. ATM Treasure took over late, and She's a Lover and Robbie Chappell are going to get up to get the job done here for the 11th time career. First win in 2 seasons for She's a Lover in 2:02 flat. ATM Treasure second. Buddies and Virgins in there for third. So we have 3-1-6 unofficially in tonight's 8th race. And we'll see She's a Lover and Robbie Chappell back in the Woodmere Standardbreds winner circle next.
Well, Robbie Chappell's having a good night tonight at the local Oval. He'll win the 8th race with his own mare. He's got a couple of show prizes earlier on in the night. And here's She's a Lover, taking him to the 8th race winner's circle. She's a Lover, Bay pacing mare 10 by Proven Lover off the Estrello stem, Emberly. Robbie Chappell of Summerside is the owner. The mare bred by Donna and Owen McLean. Robbie Chappell trains and drives the mile in 2:02. She's a Lover in the 8th. Here's the official results now in the 8th race. ATM Treasure was second. Arrived Late fifth. She's a Lover, the race winner. Kit finished sixth. Mockbook Pro fourth. Buddies and Virgins was third. Fractions went 29. 59 and 1. 130. And the mile 202. From the top, your program reads 251 643. She's a Lover 790 to win. The Exactor 4770, Triactor 7840, and the Superfecta 5543.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shores at Summerside Raceway. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman. We have 8 races in the books for you. Let's talk about the Gold Cup and Saucer Grandstand seats. 2024 Gold Cup and Saucer Grandstand seats go on sale Tuesday, July 2nd. Tickets are $60 each and includes a race program, food service in the 1888 Lounge, wagering BOGOs, and prize draws. To purchase tickets, call the Eastlink Center box office at 902-629-6625. or visit eastlinkcenterpei.com. Note, price does not include admission to the grounds. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming 9th race, field of 6. I'm going with a 6-3-5. Backstretch beat likes 6-5-1. And the classifier's choice is 6-5-3 in tonight's 9th race in 6 minutes.
Tonight's winner, the 50-50 draw, was Boyd White of Charlottetown. Congratulations. Silver Spirit will lead the 9th race on Post Parade. Devin Wallace of Bloomfield owns and trains. Kenny Murphy driving. Almost there, boss. Where's number 2, owned by David and John Sweetervillery, trained by Ralph Sweet, David Dowling drives. Now showing number 3 is owned by Leith, Leslie, Spencer Wade, and Jimmy Gorman, trained by Leslie Wade, Corey McPherson. 4 Hunger Pangs, owned by Suzanne McKeegan of Albert Bridge, Nova Scotia, trained by Blaine McKenna, Brady Sweetup. 5 Halmac Maximus, owned by Brett McDonald of Freelton, Ontario, trained by Tammy Collins, Damien McClellan drives. Number 6 is Mr. Kelly, owned by Marcia Knox, Corey Livingston, and Kevin Teasdale, trained by Melissa Rennie. That's Adam Murder. 3 minutes wagering time on race number 9. Now time for another edition of 60 seconds or less. Here's Peter McPhee with Adam Murder.
Now time for 60 seconds or less with Peter McPhee.
Today we have Adam Murner. So Adam, let's get to it. Name your favorite professional sports team.
Pittsburgh Penguins.
What's the one sporting event you'd like to see in person?
Little Brown Jug.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
Step Brothers.
Who is your favorite actor or actress?
Will Ferrell.
What's the best series you've watched on Netflix or Crave in the last little while?
The Ranch.
Who is your favorite singer or band?
Tragically Hip.
Give us 3 people you'd like to have dinner with.
Nancy Tactor, Ron Burke, and Tim Tetrick.
Where is your favorite holiday destination?
Cape Breton.
Name the best horse you ever drove.
Magical Mistress.
Besides driving horses, what would be your dream job?
Train a large stable, the Meadowlands.
What would you rather do? Call a race, announce a race, or guest host on race day?
Call a race.
If you had to write a book about your life, what would it be called?
A Day in the Life of Adam Murner.
Thanks for watching 60 seconds or less.
Great job in 60 seconds or less. A day in the life of Adam Murner. Let's head out to the track for tonight's 9th race. Exactor, 20-cent superfecta, triactor, win, place, and show wagering. And we're landing on the 6. Mr. Kelly, 7-year-old bay gelding by Roll With It Harry. For Marcia Knox, Corey Livingston, and Kevin Teasdale, Melissa Rennie trains, and it's Adam Murner in the driver's seat. Adam's looking to triple up tonight. Last start was right here, May the 20th. Head post 2, wire-to-wire winner in 1:56.4. Closed it out in 28.4. That was his 3rd win of the season, 22nd career. He's got post 6 tonight. Mr. Kelly and Mr. Murner at 4-5. There's a look at the 3 now showing 4-year-old bay horse by Captain Treacherous for Leith, Leslie, and Spencer Wade and Jimmy Gorman. Les Wade trains. Corey McPherson in the driver's seat. Qualified here May 26, head post 5, finished 2nd. Race time 2 minutes 3/5. Closed it out in 28.4. 23 starts last season, 15 times in the top 3 with 12 wins. And a record of 154-4 right here at Summerside. Over $17,000 in the bank. Post 3 tonight for now showing with Corey McPherson at 6-5. And there's a look at the 5. Halmac Maximus, 5-year-old bay gelding by Articulator. For Brett McDonald of Freelton, Ontario, Tammy Collins trains and Damien McClellan will do the driving. Last start was here May 20th, head post 5. Finished 2nd, just beat a length. Race timed 1:57 flat, closed it out in 28.4. 8 starts on the season, 7 times in the top 3 with 2 wins. Over $6,000 in the bank and a record of 155-4. Taken at Charlottetown on February the 2nd. Halmac Maximus post 5 with Damien McClellan, 5-1. countdown clock is in for tonight's 9th race, a field of 6. They're moving up to that Red Shore Summerside starting gate. Let's go back upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Silver Spirit, almost there, boss. Now showing Hunger Pangs. How Mac Maximus, Mr. Kelly, top of the stretch. Approaching a start. And now Showing goes on the run. There they go, off and pacing, leaving out It's Almost There, boss. On the rail, that Silver Spirit.